Welcome to the classroom. Let's start with the consonants. So why do we need to know what is the voiced and what is the voiceless? And why is it important that they are different from the ones that are pronounced in the back? Well, because it affects some pronunciation when we change the word. For example, the first change of the word that we do is we put the nouns from singular into plural. So that means that we change the way we spell the noun, but we also change the pronunciation of it. So we're not going to say anymore pit, we're going to say pits. Now that you know that s is voiceless and z is voiced, it's easy to understand why, for example, we pronounce bit, bits, but bed, to beds. Now, this same spelling rule is also valid for verbs in the present simple. We also add the s or es ending or suffix at the end of the verb, but we also pronounce it either s or z. We're going to talk about the is pronunciation of this in the next lesson, in lesson 3. So let's take a look at this. Do you know how to say the plural of the word bath? Is it with a s or a z sound at the end? I think this is easy. What about the verb bathe? Bathe. The is the last sound of the verb bathe. The is voiced. So if the last sound is voiced, like d, the, b, then, of course, the suffix will sound like z. So he bathes every day. That's weird. Now, a little bit of a subgroup of these nouns are the ones that end in f and v. Actually, just the ones that end in f. Because here, the spelling actually affects the original noun. So, for example, when we say bit, the plural is bits. So bit still stays, we just add s. But in the nouns like wife, we're not going to say wifes or knifes. F is voiceless, and it will be logical to add s. But in English, no. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. So what we are going to do is we're going to change the last sound f into v. And then, what are we going to say? S or z? What do you think? I would like to talk about another pronunciation rule that involves verbs, namely past tense of the verbs, where we add d or ed ending. So this one is actually similar to the s or z. It's just that there is d or t. So you already guess. If the last sound is voiced, the pronunciation will be d. If the last sound is voiceless, the pronunciation will be t. So what's going to happen to stop? Stop. P. Stopped. Stopped. What about cough? Cough. Yes, you guessed it. Coughed. F, t. Those are the last two sounds. Now, let's talk about the vowels.